Welcome to day 9 of our 14-day challenge. So today we're going to talk about tracking. If we're adding on outreach, we should be tracking our numbers. And I'm going to challenge our mindset a little bit. A lot of times we get so hung up on the yeses and getting that yes that the no's really throw us aside. We get so upset about them. We feel so rejected. We start having negative self-talk. We say, maybe I can't do this. Maybe I'm not good at this. And I'm going to challenge your mindset on that a little bit today, even if you are the worst, how it is still possible to be successful here. And if you're watching this, because we're talking about tracking, I'm going to actually post this into our main group. And so if you are watching this and you're thinking, what is this 14-day challenge? I wasn't a part of it, or maybe you saw it and you didn't have time for it, but you want to be a part of the 14-day challenge now for the team and receive that special higher level training around outreach, marketing, and attraction marketing, I would love you to raise your hand. You could just comment on the video and I would love to add you to that group and you can catch up on the past 9 days. We've seen some cool comments, some really positive movement. I've been watching people's content and they've just been doing such a great job of getting out of their shell and helping themselves move their business forward. We all know that everyone knows what needs what we do. Every single Canadian, every single American needs help with money. We're not taught about it in school. Most of us fail forward, and we really would love to see people not go through what we've gone through. We would love to see people not have a GoFundMe because they didn't have proper protection. We would love people to not end up in the 95% of North Americans that do not have enough money saved for retirement. Less than 76% of North Americans have $100,000 or more saved for their retirement. I want you to think about that for a minute. How long would $100,000 last you in retirement? Not long enough, right? And so we are on a mission to help people raise up out of that. We are on a mission to help great people earn extra income or completely transition into the financial services industry. There is no better place, I believe. I haven't seen, and I've owned different businesses. I have never seen a business where I can have low barrier to entry, meaning I don't have to go and get a loan for $1 million to get started, where I can do it on my own time. I don't have to have a brick and mortar store open from 9 till 6 and cover all those shifts and things like that, like I used to have to do in my other businesses, and that I can have exponential income, that I can have residual income. I just have not seen anything like it. But the fact is we've got to put some work in to get that muscle going, to get that momentum going, so that we can ever get to a place where we're meeting our goals, no matter what your income goal is. We have to reach out to people. We have to do marketing to get our business moving forward, just like if we were in any other business. So for today, we're going to talk about tracking. This is going to be your homework if you're part of the challenge, is to get your trackers done. So tracker attackers, what I would love to see is every week, every Sunday, the people in the team that are tracking, I would want to see what you're tracking. I want to see where you are, not to scold you, not to make you feel crappy, but because I want to celebrate with you. So for those people that are doing it, we will be recognizing you. We'll be recognizing that you're tracking. We'll be recognizing your results within those trackers as well. And when I say results, I can't control if someone's going to say yes to me or not. I can't control that. So when I say tracking your results, I mean tracking your input. What are the daily activities that you're doing? What are the things part of your DMO that you are doing every day that you can control to move your business forward? What happens after that? We can get better at our messaging. We can, have little tips and tricks along the way to improve our yeses. But at the end of the day, I can't really control that. All I can control is what I'm doing, how I'm showing up, how I'm doing my actual daily activity. And so that is what I mean when I say results. Now, sometimes a lot of people get really down on themselves when they get a no. It doesn't feel good, right? It never feels good, especially when we know that we're trying to help people, especially when we know that we do such good things for people. This week, I've saved a lady. She makes $67,000 a year. I looked at her finances, and with two simple moves, I was able to save her over $600 a month. $600 a month. This lady doesn't have any money previous to me sitting down. She had no money monthly going into her retirement plan. She was just kind of making ends meet, but there was no extra. This is going to be life-changing for her. Life-changing. Those simple moves, we went in, she had mortgage insurance that was over $400 a month. It was crazy expensive for her. I replaced that policy, and now she's paying $76 a month for that policy, as well as we were able to do some changes with our mortgage partner and get her a much better rate. And she's going to be saving a few $100 a month just off that as well. So now every single dollar that we've saved her, not only is she properly protected out of that terrible, crappy mortgage life insurance and into proper protection, but she has over $600 a month now going into her retirement account that she didn't have before. And this is the same money that was going out previously, right? What a freaking difference that's going to make to this lady's life on a monthly basis, but on a long-term basis. So that's the kind of good work we do for people. So we know when we get a no, it hurts because yeah, obviously we're not making that income that we could have off of a yes, but we're also not able to serve to help that person. And so for me, that's what hurts the most about a no, is that I know I could do good work for those people. And I'm not going to have the opportunity to help them. So a no hurts, right? It does. It sucks. But I want you to look at it this way, okay? We know that on an average sale, if you're starting out with our company, an average sale is over $800 a month of income. But let's just say it's $500 for easy math. Let's say you're the worst at messaging. You only get a 5% close rate, meaning out of 100 people that you reach out to or talk to, only 5% of them actually say yes and become your client. Okay, that means 95 people said no to you. Okay, some people would have 95 people say no to them. Heck, some people have 5 people say no to them, and they start thinking, I suck. I can't do this. This business isn't for me. This business doesn't work. I better go get a job. I better go look for a different company. I want you to think about this. 95 people say no to you. What are you going to do? How are you going to show up? Now, I want to take it a step further. Let's say 5% of those people say yes. So 5 people out of 100 say yes to you. Let's say it's $500 of income off of each one of those sales. That means that would be $2,500 of income off those 5 yeses. Now, I want you to take that 2,500 and divide it by 100 because you reach out to 100 people to get that 5. That means that actually every single no was $25 in your pocket. Every single no gets you closer to a yes. Every single no means $25 towards your income. Does that make sense? So it's not focusing on the yeses, the $2,500, the $500 per sale that you're making. It's focusing on the process, committing to the process, and then saying, how fast can I talk to 100 people? How fast can I reach out to 100 people? How fast can I meet 100 people or let 100 people know about our product, our service, our opportunity? And that is up to you. That's what you do. And when you're talking to yourself of what is it that you want to do on a weekly basis, a daily basis to meet your income goals. Maybe you only want to make $2,500 a month, but maybe you want to make $25,000 a month. It doesn't matter. The input just changes. So how many people are you reaching out to? And that's assuming that no one on your team ever does anything. So you're not getting any overrides, which we do. That's assuming that you've never sold anything because you're not getting a residual income, which, you know, as we build our book of business in our company, we get great residual income. My pay, we get paid twice a week in Canada and once a week in the US right now. So I get paid 3 times a week because I'm building a team in Canada and the US. And hopefully Puerto Rico soon, working on that this week. But some of my income actually this week, I had more than 50% of my income was residual. So overrides from the team because I've invested my time to train and develop people on my team, but also from clients that I've built up over the time that I've been doing this, that I get paid a little bit of money every single month off their investments, or I get paid a little bit of money every single year off that life insurance staying on the books. And so now on a monthly basis or on a weekly basis, a larger and larger portion of my income is residual. It's so cool when you see it on your pay and it's like $1.30, 39 cents, 42 cents. And who would get excited over pennies and dimes? But I get excited because it's residual income, meaning I did the work once and I'm getting paid many, many times over for that work that I've done. So that's the cool thing about financial services is we make residual income, but you have to plant those seeds to ever get to that point. And those seeds are, as we've been learning, attraction marketing and outreach. Attraction marketing is great, but it's a relationship with your outreach. Because when you outreach to someone, whether you're calling them from your call list, whether you're reaching out to them on social media, and they're able to pop on your profile and see that living resume that your social media is, and see all the great things that you're doing, have an idea of who you are and what you stand for, get an opportunity to know, like, and trust you. Now there's a synergy there, and they're even more likely to reach out to you. So if you reach out to 100 people, and even if you're not great, let's say 5% move forward, and you earn $2,500 income off of that approximately. Now, depending on what level you're at, depending on what you're selling, it can very well be more. Often it is with us, but let's just look at it from that perspective. Would you feel happy with that? Would you be excited about that? Or would you still be thinking about the 95 people that said no to you? So I want you to reframe that. Go for no. Obviously, we're doing all this work to get better at our messaging. We're doing all this work to make our content better. Obviously, we can always improve the yeses, but let's just put all that aside and let's just go for no. Let's just say, how fast can I talk to 100 people? Because out of 100, heck, even if one person says yes, will that not be helpful to you and meeting your goals? Well, that's for you to decide, okay? So when we're doing that, I want it to be tracking what we're doing. So we've got a lot of trackers. In the Rios handbook, there's a ton of trackers. There's trackers for your clients, there's trackers for your team, there's trackers for a ton of stuff. If you haven't been in the Rios handbook, it is in our boards app. And it is linked to other places in the Facebook group. But if you can't find it, let me know. I will post it for you. Okay. But on page 15 of that handbook, there's a ton of trackers. But we're going to talk about the 500-point tracker this week. This is the one that is your input tracker. This is the one that makes all the other trackers possible. So I would say is the most important. So this is the one that we're going to be concentrating on. Every week when you place your numbers into that tracker, I'm going to celebrate you. And everyone that puts stuff in there has an opportunity to be recognized for their efforts. Again, it's not about the yeses, it's about doing the input, because that's the only thing that we can control. So this is what the tracker looks like, okay? I'll wait for my screen to load up. We got new internet over the weekend. It's supposed to be better. I'm not sure that it is yet, but we'll see. Okay, so this is the tracker. So this is your weekly activity management. Notice we are tracking inputs. So how many calls or text messages do you send? How many new contacts did you make? How many people did you see come to our BTO that happens live Wednesday nights and Saturdays? And or did you send a video to that watched the video? How many follow-up interviews did you do? And if you're newer, this obviously would be in conjunction with your trainer. How much business did you submit? So if you did a life sale or you moved some money, you're going to get more points for that. If you got a referral from a client, that's amazing. Let's put that on there. I mean, a referral, that's the biggest kudos to what you do. And did you have a new business partner come on board? So that's what you're going to do. So in the beginning, especially, a lot of your points are going to come from your output, meaning reaching out to people, making new contacts, having people see what we do. You can get all of your 500 points through there. So 500 points is your goal on a weekly basis. That's for someone that's part-time. Okay. So if you are full-time, sorry. If you are part-time, 100 points is a great goal. If you're looking to really build something like I am, I'm going for 500 points a week. Someone that's full-time, just looking to, have a good income for themselves, totally okay. Whatever your goal is, you're going to associate how many points a week you want to meet those goals that you've set for yourself. And you're just going to log it in here. So if you sent a call or a text message to someone, you're going to put it in there. Okay, I sent 2. And it's going to calculate your points. Okay. I had a guest say I had someone watch the video today. That's a point. And then it's going to total up down here. Let's say I got a referral from a client. And let's say that I did a life sale here. And I did a life sale here this kind of my week. Then I got 27 points. So that's going to give you a good indication of like where you are on your goals. Are you at 100 points if you're part-time? And if not, what do you need to go back and adjust? Again, to me, the most important is your DMO. What are you doing every single day? But this is a good tracker for the week. And what I would love to do is see your numbers so I can help celebrate you. And we could just give you some of the kudos that's due, because sometimes you're out there, you're hustling, you're reaching out to people, you're doing all this stuff, but maybe no one said yes yet. And you could feel a little bit crappy. That's okay. I get it. But if I could celebrate you for the DMO that you're doing, I would love to do that. So this is your homework for today as part of the challenge. You're going to download that tracker, get that set up. And for the people that are in the challenge, what I want you to do today is reach out. Whatever your DMO was, you're going to reach out and you're going to do a post. Okay. So your post today can be your choice. So of what we've learned, you could do a B-roll video. You could do, another post of your journey post, a get to know you post. Or one that you could do that's a little bit new is a story one, meaning you're telling a story about someone that you helped recently. Like I did one, if you look on my content recently, I said, hey, I talked about that lady that saved the money. That's a great thing to celebrate. Maybe you have a story that's happened like that during the week. That's a great piece of content. You can do it as a B-roll. You can do it as a face to video, however you feel comfortable doing that. But that's a content idea for you today. So I want to see you post one thing, and then I want you to reach out to someone. The way I want you to reach out for the first one today is hey, I don't know if you know this, but I've been building my financial services business. We help people save money, save taxes, and get ahead financially. I would love to show you what I do and just get your feedback. Are you at all open to seeing what I do? That's going to be a way to reach out. That's just easy to do. They don't have to be your super close people, but this would be for your warmish market. I have a specific video on it. I'm going to post that in the link as well, just so that you can go over that. But that would be the format for your reach outs today. I would love you guys to comment again. Let me know how this is helping you or not helping you. And if you need help finding some of those resources, just let me know. And I hope you guys have an amazing day.